Roadbond EN1 is an environmentally sustainable product that stabilizes clay subgrade soils. The contractor places, mixes, compacts and finishes the Roadbond EN1 treated section in one operation without the need to remix. Many projects are completed and paved in less than 5 days. Numerous lab tests and field trials demonstrate the effectiveness of Roadbond EN1. The general findings demonstrate a strength increase for clay soils, and the strength continues to improve over time. The treated soil is 4 times less permeable than lime-treated soil and 2 times less permeable than untreated soil. Additionally, Roadbond EN1 increases the dry weight of the treated soil. These benefits are accomplished by fundamentally altering the ability of clay to hold absorbed water, which is water held by electrical attraction. Roadbond EN1 causes clay to release weakly ionized water molecules from the clay matrix and replaces that water with strongly ionized sulfate radicals. The exchange is permanent, and afterward the soil returns to the natural pH level. The chemical process creates metal hydrates that increase the strength of the clay soil. What's more, Roadbond EN1 leaves the clay matrix intact, which reduces the permeability of the treated soil. In an important study, the Texas Department of Transportation commissioned the Texas Transportation Institute to identify effective alternates to lime stabilization in clay soils that are susceptible to sulfate-induced swell. The purpose of the study was to identify alternative stabilizers that will provide a working table for construction in adverse weather, increase strength, and control the swell of clay soil. The outcome of the study, as reported in Research Report 3929-1, concluded that Roadbond EN1, quote, can be used in lieu of lime in lime sulfate heave areas, and it has been shown to be superior to lime in terms of strength, stiffness, permeability, and swell resistance potential. End quote. The city of Dallas, Texas has used Roadbond EN1 to rehab various city streets for many years. In 2004, Dallas constructed Harlandale Avenue using Roadbond EN1 in the subgrade. Installation ensued, and by the end of the first day, the section was stabilized, compacted, and finished on grade. After compaction, the lab collected and bagged core samples for testing. The section received a slow, steady rain on day 2 and a few hours of sunshine on day 3. However, on day 4, crews were able to set the forms in order to pour concrete paving on day 5. Before lime can be remixed, Roadbond EN1 is often paved. Faster installation is an important benefit of Roadbond EN1. The lab tested the samples that were collected on day 1 for strength at different cure times. The untreated sample broke at 30 psi. The Roadbond EN1 samples had a 7-day break of 54 psi, a 28-day break of 85 psi, a 56-day break of 98 psi, and a 90-day break of 159 psi. Numerous tests show that Roadbond EN1 improves the strength of treated soil, and the strength continues to improve over time. 6 years after construction, Harlandale Avenue is performing well, and after 11 years, the street has not needed any maintenance at all. The City of Dallas has also rebuilt various alleys using Roadbond EN1 in the subgrade. The corresponding geotechnical reports indicated that Roadbond EN1 treated samples were 4 times less permeable than the lime-treated samples, and 2 times less permeable than the raw clay. Moreover, the report again concluded that Roadbond EN1 provides a, quote, long-term strength gain, end quote. On one project, Satsuma Alley, Roadbond EN1 was installed according to the specification. However, before the alley was paved, it rained on Monday morning. Because the paving surface is to be the drainage grade, without the concrete in place, the alley pooled water. Complying with the installation specification, the contractor drained the standing water after the rain, and the next morning the workers set the paving forms. The testing lab confirmed density, and the paving took place on Friday. Remarkably, on Monday the section was underwater, and on Friday it was paved. Many projects have shown that Roadbond EN1 reduces common reoccurring failures when compared to lime stabilization. For example, in 2001, the city of Arlington, Texas widened Matlock Road from 2-lane blacktop with ditch drainage to 4-lane concrete pavement separated by a median. The plans specified 8 inches of concrete paving placed over lime-treated subgrade. However, the transition area between the new construction and the narrower existing intersecting road was stabilized 8 inches deep with Roadbond EN1. The section was paved with a 4-inch asphalt overlay placed directly over the stabilized clay. After 2 years, the lime-treated section has extensive breaks and separations that have been repaired. Yet, the Roadbond EN1 section has no cracks or soft spots and has required no maintenance. After 7 years, a few small cracks have appeared in the Roadbond EN1 section, but no failures or soft spots. The lime-treated section has worsened further and required more maintenance. After 12 years, the Roadbond EN1 section has no soft spots or failures. Conversely, entire panels of concrete pavement on the lime-treated section have been removed and replaced. Home Depot used Roadbond EN1 when building a new store in Mansfield, Texas. The reason was that until Target developed the corner of the site, Home Depot customers would need to travel the one-way service road of US 287 back into Mansfield. This is a 1.5 mile detour. The solution was to build a road that bypassed the service road. On day 1, the Roadbond EN1 was installed 8 inches deep, compacted, and placed on grade. On day 2, the section was bladed and finished. On day 4, the section was paved with 2 inches of asphalt overlay placed directly on the stabilized clay soil. After 2 years, there were no failures or soft spots, and the road had required no maintenance. Target eventually developed the corner of the site as planned, and in just 18 months, the parking area has numerous pavement failures. Roadbond EN1 performed much longer in the same soil conditions with no problems, thus demonstrating that it reduces common reoccurring failures. Several subdivisions in Tarrant County, Texas contrast Roadbond EN1 stabilization to lime stabilization. One subdivision is Willow Springs West, built in 1998. Phase 1 has lime stabilized subgrade and Phase 2 has Roadbond EN1 stabilized subgrade. After 7 years, Phase 1 with lime shows extensive repairs, and Phase 2 with Roadbond EN1 has very few repairs. After 7 years, it is easy to see where Phase 1 ends and Phase 2 begins. Phase 1 with lime has many depressions, alligator cracks, and repairs. The Roadbond EN1 section still has a well-shaped crown and very few cracks. After 18 years, the difference is still remarkable. Another subdivision in Tarrant County is Sun Valley Estates, developed in 1997. Phase 1 was constructed using Roadbond EN1 in the subgrade, and Phase 2 used lime in the subgrade. After 11 years, Phase 1 with Roadbond EN1 has required very little maintenance. However, Phase 2 with lime lasted only 11 years, and in 2008 it was completely reconstructed. After 19 years, Phase 1 with Roadbond EN1 has received some expected maintenance. However, Phase 2 with lime, rebuilt in 2008, is once again in need of extensive repairs. In 1995, the Texas Department of Transportation used Roadbond EN1 to stabilize the subgrade on FM 857 in Saline County. After 9 years, the stabilized subgrade is performing well, and after 20 years, the road has required very little maintenance. Whether the project is a street, road, school, hospital, retail facility, commercial industrial development, or any similar site, Roadbond EN1 is a reliable product to stabilize clay subgrade soil. Years after completion, Roadbond EN1 projects require less maintenance and repair than do projects stabilized with other products. However, many are tempted to stick with the ordinary, even when reoccurring failures, expensive construction costs, and adverse environmental impact suggest the need to innovate and improve. Roadbond EN1 is an innovative product that saves time, money, and natural resources both during construction and for years afterward. It has withstood the test of time, changed the status quo, and redefined stabilization. Take this opportunity to look down the road and see the long-term benefits of Roadbond EN1 patented soil stabilizer.